Just hanging out.
Because I believe and have found salvation. When I die, I'll live again. That I may take part.
Hello.
There you are.
Here I am.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
All right, good.
This is fun. I haven't done this in a while.
I know it.
Well, to the good people of All Souls Episcopal Parish here in Berkeley, California, on the corner of Cedar and Spruce. Welcome to the video series, formerly known as the Soulcast.
Right.
Why are we resurrecting this video project today, Emily?
This last week, Maggie thought of something that really warranted this format, which is an interview with our newest associate for music, Dent Davidson.
Woo!
I know. And I was like, yeah, that's the perfect time to resurrect this format. So let's bring him in.
Without further ado.
Bum-ba-da-bum.
Hey!
All right.
There he is. Hello, Dent.
How are we?
Good.
Pretty good. Welcome to this thing that we're doing.
This thing. La Cosa Nostra.
Yes.
I'll take
What? Where are you right now?
it. I am in my brand new office, the former seat of Dr. Jamie Apgar.
Oh yeah. Do you feel his ghost lurking? Has it been humming to you?
He's being a ghost whisperer, thankfully. I need every little bit of help I can get onboarding here. So
Yes, that is for sure. Well, welcome.
Yeah, we're stoked that you're here.
me too.
So we thought we would ask you some questions about yourself, and so that folks could get to know you a little bit more in this informal setting. You know, there's the written word and all that, but nothing quite makes up for it like a video.
There you go.
But,
Shoot.
so where do you come from, Dent?
Born in Seattle and lived most of my life there. 5 years of my childhood in Honolulu. And then we bounced around. We moved in 2008 to Chicago and had a long stint there, and then New York and Southern California and back to Chicago. And now we're here.
Wow.
So have you ever lived in the Bay Area before?
No, but my great-grandparents, my first trip on a plane was down to SFO. My great-grandparents lived in San Leandro.
Oh, that's where I live.
Well, I was wondering, how many churches have you worked with at Dent?
One church in the Diocese of Olympia I worked for 4 different times for a total of like 20 years. And then another church in the Diocese of Olympia, so Seattle area. And then 3 churches in Chicago and on the bishop's staff. One church in New York City on Park Avenue, and an interim church in Santa Barbara.
Ooh,
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
lovely.
Wow. Okay, so you've seen a lot of stuff.
seen a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Well, how those churches, did they spread like a gamut in terms of like liturgical style, or was there a common thread there?
Yeah. I grew up singing as a chorister in a cathedral in Victoria where I went to boarding school, and that was very kind of solemn, high, grand opera.
Mm-hmm.
And then mostly the other churches were more kind of broad.
Well, I have a question. Who do you live with? Like what living beings are under your roof?
My living beings, I'll just go what's on my phone right now. So these are my dogs.
Aww.
Our dogs. Berkeley is 5.5 years old, oddly enough. And her younger sib is Kailua. They are actual siblings because they share the same parents.
Wow, that's cool.
Wow.
And then come December, this young man and I will have been together for 38 years.
Oh, wow. And what's his name?
His name is Jim Paddleford.
Jim.
He's a specialist in real estate. Don't know what he's going to be doing here yet. The sky's the limit. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
yeah, Jim and I are 38 years, which is really cool.
Wow, that's awesome.
We've weathered a lot together.
I bet.
We met in church,
Oh yeah, I love that.
oddly enough.
I have another question, unless you have one, Maggie.
No, please, go ahead.
Okay. A song, a question that has been revelatory. This Genesis was with Melissa Devereaux in the vestry retreat this last year is, at a baseball game, when a baseball player walks up to the plate, maybe you don't, but when a baseball player walks up to the plate, I was watching your face, Dent, and it was like not changing. And I was like, maybe he doesn't know.
Are you there?
All right. So when a baseball player walks up to the plate, there's a song that plays that's like the song they chose to like pump them up or to like express who they are, or is like something that says something about them. And it plays in the stadium as they walk up to the plate.
It's called a walk-up song.
It's called a walk-up song. If you were a baseball player, what would be your walk-up song?
I'm going to relate this to somebody who said, what song gets you dancing? This was for a wedding reception.
It's great.
And it was didn't take me any time to say September by Earth, Wind and Fire. I try to take that feeling and put it into the church's song somehow. So.
Yes, I love that.
That's fabulous. All right, great.
Okay. Rapid fire, first thing that comes to your mind. Mountains or ocean?
Ocean.
Okay, when you brush your
Right.
teeth in the morning, do you put your toothpaste on and then water, or water then toothpaste?
Toothpaste, then water.
Oh, interesting. If you like a movie that you know and recognize just is categorically bad, but you still love it.
Oh, golly. Oh, what do we, Jim and I watch all kinds of things like that. I'll tell you what, anything Don Knotts.
Okay.
Ghost and Mr. Chicken. Incredible Mr. Limpet. Yeah, The Love God.
Wow.
I love
I
that.
did not see that coming.
And those actually, they don't have any redeeming value. They're just incredibly bad, and we watch them.
Okay, what do you drink in the morning?
Usually coffee and lemon water.
What's your go-to burner on the stove?
The medium burner. So for me, it's the front right.
Mhm.
Right.
But my front right burner is always the one that's going, although there's usually one or two going as well. I love cooking.
Oh, you do? What's a good meal?
Huh?
What's a meal that you like to make, or something that you like to make?
I'm making fresh pasta. I love braises, like I make braises, slow braises, especially on a winter day.
Mm-hmm.
Smell and feel like you're being hugged by God, you know?
Yeah, I love that.
Yes.
What was your first car?
Oh,
Oh
it's a
my
good one.
God. Its name was Ragu. It was a Fiat 850 sedan. It was smaller than this desk. Engine was in back. And one Sunday I went to church. This is when I was still, I was maybe 20. And I went to church, and basically I went to church on fire. The bass section came running out and threw water on the car. But
Were you, this is not rapid fire, but were you raised in the Episcopal Church?
baptized, in fact, I was baptized the morning that Jim, my husband, was born.
Oh, wow.
Which is weird. We didn't find that out until we were moving and looking through old things, and there was my certificate.
Wow.
But we didn't really church as kids, but when I went off to boarding school at age 11, it was an Anglican Church of Canada boarding school. So I got roped into the cathedral from that, and I knew what I was going to do for the rest of my life right then.
Because of your experience, like singing and being in worship.
Yeah, Ms. Holy Spirit was pulling from day one.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I have a final question. Emily, do you have any other questions?
No.
This is a question, Deb, that you asked both of us yesterday in our staff meeting. And I want to ask you this question, which is, what is a hymn or a church song that puts a little tear in your eye, or like that is meaningful for you? And if you have more than one, I totally understand.
I resonated with you, Maggie, with Abide With Me, which is amazing. Thought about it more last night, and really the opening hymn for our wedding at St. Mark's Cathedral in Seattle It was it was our procession. It was Praise My Soul, the King of Heaven.
Yeah.
And in that huge cathedral with that organ thundering and like a choir of 65 and a congregation of 400, it was just, it was magical. And I can't sing that hymn without crying.
Yeah.
And that's okay. It's all good.
Yeah. Totally.
But like, side note, you had 400 people at your wedding?
I know you must have a lot of friends.
Well, I think we invited like 150 to 200, but that's the St. Mark's Cathedral community. They, people just told each other, and thank God we had a lot of champagne.
Well, we're excited you're here.
Yeah.
I am so excited to be here, and I really appreciate the chance to get to know you all better. And out there, all of you in All Souls Land, I can't wait to make relationships and make a lot of music together. You'll find that I probably don't favor organ preludes as much as I do standing up and saying, let's learn something new. Let's try a new technique like droning or canon or whatever. But I hope that we are going to be a wonderful singing congregation together, and I really look forward to all of that.
Yeah, we are as well. And for all you All Soulsians out there, Dent's first Sunday, as you can see, he's in his office working, but his first Sunday will be August 14th. So not this week, but the following week. And that is when you can meet Dent and just start building those relationships.
It's going to be a big time.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Thanks, Dent.
Betty, thank you so much. Appreciate it.